What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Schizophrenia, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. It's going to kind of be a review. As you can see, this game is called Bloodlust Shadowhunter. Now, I'm not sure if once it comes out it's going to be Bloodlust Shadowhunter or Bloodlust Vampire Shadowhunter, because on the actual game where you double click it, run it, you know, the standard stuff, it does say Bloodlust Vampire Shadowhunter, and some other places say Vampire Shadowhunter as well. But nevertheless, this is an indie vampire RPG style single player game. It's not an MMO, it's just a single player game. And I've already taken some time to play a little bit. If you look here and go to the load, I believe this means that I'm level 8. Yeah, and there's my character right there. And so I've taken the time to, you know, kind of just get familiar with the game, I guess you could say. And so yeah, I'm going to be doing a little quick review of it. I'm going to show you guys character customization, play a little bit of it. You can download this demo right now. I will leave a link in the description below, and you guys can check this out for yourself. I'm not going to be playing through the entire demo because honestly I don't know how long it lasts, and getting from level 1 to 8 took me like an hour or so, to be honest. So I'm going to do maybe a 10-minute video review, and yeah, we'll see what happens. But as you can see right here, there's not too much character customization, and this is ran on the Unreal Engine. You guys didn't see that because I didn't show that. The graphics in this game, it is an indie RPG game. The graphics in this game are honestly not bad for an indie RPG game. I have them on low right now, so this isn't what they look like on max settings. I'm sure they look a lot better in max settings, but I personally can't have them up that high because I have a very terrible graphics card. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and name ourselves. First off, just name it Schizo. You have two different breeds here. You have Vampire and you have Dampire. I don't know how to say it, but we're going to go with Dampire. That's how I'm going to say it. So if you notice on the left, it changes from Vampire to Dampire. And vampires are strong but need much blood. They must stay out of light and away from fire and silver. And Dampires are half human but not as strong and do not need to drink as much blood. They have some resistances to light and fire. So if you notice right here in the resistances, you have 15 resistance to light and 10 resistance to fire. But if you go to Vampire, you have 0 across the board, but you are stronger. So I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to go with a Dampire. Should we do that? Yeah, we're going to go with Dampire. We're going to do female, of course. And you have 3 different classes here. You have Warrior, which the Warrior uses strength to get the job done most of the time. They are experts in the use of melee weapons and guns. They will always use force over magic and persuasion. The witch is skilled in the art of magic and power. They use charisma to fuel their talents and disciplines. They are skillful in the way of seduction and persuasion. And last but not least is Criminal, which I'm guessing is a ranged character. And Crossbow, I'm sure it'll say this over here. The Criminal uses dexterity for thieving and violent acts. Good with daggers and knives. They can use stealth to excuse me. They can use stealth to backstab their victims in the shadows. And if you notice, each class has their own, down here, their own what they call clan, which is almost like a faction. So you gain this certain reputation with them, and based on the class you pick decides what skills you start off with. So I played a witch. I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to go with a warrior this time. Let's go ahead, and it says strength gets the job done most of the time, so we're going to put 3 of our points into here, and vitality is going to be our health. We're going to put 2 into there, and we're going to go ahead and create. Now, quickly, before you guys go and rush off and download this game if you decide to like it or whatnot, actually, I'm going to let you guys watch this real quick, and then I'll finish what I was saying after.
Wake up, fledgling. The early evening's dusk fades from view as a new moon rises. Your memory is probably very weak since it's been many years of deep slumber from the embrace. But with each new bloodline, you will grow stronger. Meet me at the tattoo shop back in town. I will explain everything there. I've asked Varric to watch over you through these long years. Seek him out should you need any guidance from the ruins.
Alright, so as I was saying, before you guys rush off and go download this game and whatnot, it is very, very important that I note, and I really hope that you guys read this before going and downloading, as well as it will warn you on the site. When you're installing the game, do not change the directory of what you're downloading it to. You know, typically like me, I downloaded it into I created a folder for it and everything, downloaded it, and I started having issues. If you do this, you will not be able to save your game. Now, the reason for this is because when you create a new folder, it doesn't have write permissions, so the save files can't be written into the folder that you created. Now, if you know how to change this, go for it. If you don't change the default directory that it wants to download the game into. Now, that being said, I also forgot to mention that there's not very much customization in the game right now as far as character customization. I don't know if they're going to change this. And as you saw from the intro that we just now witnessed, this game is being made by anywhere from, I would say, 1 to 3 people, because I saw a couple names there on the list, and then we saw the 4 voice actors. So this is being done by a very small team, or one guy, which would be Bill Fisher in this case, which is the guy who designed and programmed the game, and I believe the guy who actually asked me to do this video. So you guys have to cut it some slack. Like I said, it is an indie game, and it is fairly new, I believe. I think it's been out for a few months. He's been working on it for a few months, or he's been working on it for a lot longer than that. But overall, it's just now becoming. It's in Steam. What's it called? It's in Steam. Oh, it's a creepy face. It is on Steam Greenlight right now, and I don't know if it's voted up for being on Steam yet or not. I actually haven't checked it out myself yet. I'll go ahead and do that here in a minute. But yeah, so we've got tons of tutorial tips. Some of them I'm gonna skip through because I've already read them, and when you play it yourself, you can kind of see for yourself what the tips are. Normally, this game is very dark. I believe I actually have I have the brightness level up. It suggests not to change it past 35 because it makes the colors washed out and whatnot. Which is true, but for the sake of the video, I have that up to 52. As you can see, it is actually still kind of dark, depending on what kind of monitor you have. It is still pretty dark. So let's go ahead and let's talk to this guy.
Welcome, fledgling. How was your sleep?
Did you say something? No, you couldn't have. Your lips are sewn shut. Now, the first time I talked to this guy, I started laughing. I was like, okay, well, now the character models, they don't even talk. And then I noticed his lips were sewn shut. So
my name is Beddock. I am the caretaker here in the ruins.
How are you talking to me? You're not opening your mouth.
See, you are a little confused, no? Quite normal in these circumstances. Side effects from the bite, perhaps. You are no longer mortal, I'm afraid. Your blood has been tainted with the bite from a night feeder.
What are you saying? I'm a vampire now?
Not exactly yet. Only a fledgling, but on your...
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna skip through this because I don't want this video to be too long. I have actually listened to that myself already, so if you would like to listen to that, feel free to either download the game. Yeah, that's a good idea. Download the game, try it out yourself. I'm going to skip through most of the talking because I do want to just go ahead and get into the gameplay of it. I believe we have 1 skill point. Let's go ahead and let's go with Frenzy. So this game has a lot of tutorial tips and hints and whatnot that I really do enjoy. It makes the game easier for most people to pick up, as well as it allows you to learn the game at an easier pace or level. How would you say? I'm not sure. But yeah, so let's go ahead and whoop. Go over here. There's a wolf. Go ahead and kill that wolf. Kill them fairly easily. So now, when you kill things, they'll drop little blue bags, and you can pick those up, as well as there's chests and all these other kinds of things that you can pick up. You have your skill tree here, well, kind of your skills here. You'll be able to press all skills, and you can look at all the different skills that there are for you to learn. Which it seems like there's a good amount at the moment, and I believe these are all just for warrior, maybe ones that the warrior can learn. It might be for all the classes. I'm not sure, but as of now, there's only 3 classes in the game, so it's not expected that there's a bunch of spells. But each directional button you can double tap to do a little jump like that. You can go forward, you can go backward. I'm not gonna jump backward though, because I'm gonna fall in the water. And there's little NPCs around here that you can talk to, you get quests, and as I was saying, this is an indie game and whatnot, it's being developed by one person, so you can tell that the voice acting, the character modeling stuff isn't the greatest in the terms of the way that they move.
Sleeping Beauty is
But, I mean, it's an indie game and it's fairly new, so you gotta cut it some slack, and aside from that, I feel that the gameplay it's interesting. Just being that it's a single-player RPG game.
Also, if you need
it's
any lockpicks or keys,
it's
you
definitely
might want to find
interesting.
Sarah. She set up a temporary trade.
So let's go ahead and we're actually gonna go this way first. So if we notice right here, it's gonna give us, whoops, oh, I skipped it. This is basically showing us our intro to biting people. I guess when biting people, you'll notice, I'll go ahead and I'll bite them. Positioning for best bite. So that gives you blood, as well as sires him, and also heals you. So if we go ahead and we press, what is it? It's not, oh yeah, okay, it's right here. This is our sire tree. Essentially, we can take him. It says he's sleeping right now, and I actually haven't figured out how to allow him to, go do stuff. But right here, you can see we can go through, find loot, come here, attack and protect, look for new blood or sire. So he'll go and he'll bite somebody and add them to your little sire tree. And then you can also just have him stop and wait. As well as over here, we've got talent trees, where we'll see more of this later. And then, our skills. You can go into character. We've got all of our character stuff here. And here's our thirst. This is our thirst for blood. This is where biting becomes essential. I'm assuming, I haven't reached the point of where this hits 0, but I'm assuming once it hits 0, you will start either losing life or you'll become weaker. Something of those variants. You got our inventory here, our character. There's lots of different things you can attach. You got rings, necklace or wrist. You got necklace, chest piece, headpiece, eyepiece. You got goggles and stuff you can use, and all this other cool stuff. You got 3 pages of inventory that we can't currently click on right now because we have to access that from the skill tree. So we're gonna go over here. And in this game there are actually traps and stuff that you can, right click. Spiders in the vase, like that. There's little traps like that. You can get, you can break open a vase and there's spiders in it. You can walk onto pressure plates, and this is that hard area. We don't want to go here yet. Definitely don't want to go there yet. Right here we can break open walls. And we got these ladies. Maybe do this. Is this? Oh, yeah, that was the attack speed one. Whoop. Alright, and now these are fragments. These, I'm not sure entirely what they are yet. It'll explain what these are right now. And I'll let you guys listen to it as well.
Can you hear me? Don't be alarmed. Telepathy is another of the fledgling skills. The blood fragments are from the hardened hearts of fallen vampires.
And once again, voice acting is not all that good, but like I said, this is a game being developed by one person, so it's essentially like a low-budget film almost. But gameplay-wise, if you can look past the, the voice acting, maybe some of the character modeling, the character movements and stuff. This is a pretty fun game, and it's got a lot of potential. I believe it's got a lot of potential for unique things that other RPGs don't have, such as the siring and stuff. I find that very interesting, that you can essentially have companions, kind of like Star Wars, The Old Republic, but in a different form, where you actually have to find humans and bite them and turn them into vampires. I think that's a very, very unique and cool idea. So we're going to go ahead and put 4 into there, excuse me, and put 1 more into the vitality. So yeah, as you could see, as it explained to you, those fragments were actually you get them from fallen vampires. I believe it said it was hardened hearts from fallen vampires, and it doesn't really explain. I don't know if there is any more of a use for it, but once you collect all 5, you essentially get a large amount of XP, and you get a talent point. I don't remember if you get XP, but I know you get a talent point, a free talent point, essentially. And over here is where we're going to find Sarah, which is the
You must be
trader.
the new fledgling, huh? Brock mentioned you, but don't get any ideas about trading here. This is not.
And as
some
you can
local
see, I
grocery
have this
store,
on
you know.
low settings.
This trade shop is set up
The
strictly for
graphics in this game are
excavators. The
actually
ruins
really
through
good. The
agreement
model
with my
detail
group's
is
leader.
very, very
However,
good. This is on
I only
low
needed some wolf
settings.
fur. I probably should. Thank you.
Okay. So, excuse me. We can't actually talk to that guy yet. We'll actually ignore him. We can go past over here. And there's a vampire. I'm going to want to summon the crow. Maybe use this. Oh, I can't attack him. I'm not doing a special attack though. There we go. Got him away. I guess he's probably going to be a boss later on. I'm not sure. Like I said, I haven't gotten too far. There's spiders. This definitely does have a creepy, almost like horror-like feel to the game. When you actually play it and you have the brightness on the correct level, things will jump out at you every now and then and give you a good jump every now and then, sneak up on you and whatnot. And this is called Vampire Gaze. This essentially allows you to open up levers and switches and stuff that you wouldn't normally be able to open. And here's another one of these. Here's one of these traps I was talking about. These traps in particular will do more damage. You can open up chests and they'll explode on you and deal damage to you, but these traps in particular will do a massive amount of damage to you that you normally want to avoid by either jumping over the pressure plate or going around it if you can. But for an example, that lets out poison. I thought that was actually going to shoot out fire. But yeah, so as you can see, that lets out poison. I don't know if it's going to do any more damage, but we're not going to step on it. Here's another fragment. And these are neat too. These are little fountains that you can find and drink from, and they'll return your life force. Your life force is essentially your mana, which allows you to cast your abilities. Oh, there's over here. There's a big guy that's already aggroed to me, which is what's he called again? Oh, I can't look at his name. I believe he's called a vampire golem. That's right. It tells you in the bottom left. So we can go through here, and here's a little head. Now these things won't attack you. These things will not attack you unless you attack them. And once you attack them,
Stop. I can help you.
see?
Made a wise choice, fledgling. I can help you.
See, so now he wants to help you. Now this guy will follow you around and he'll turn people to stone, which you'll see here in a minute.
What do you need, fledgling? Go talk with the statue of King.
So he's going to tell me how to get out of here, essentially. And here's a chest we can go and open. There's a elixir. All of the loot in this game, I find myself pressing escape a lot. All of the loot in this game is randomly generated. So you can either have a really... Wall is stronger than weapon strength. Oh, we can't knock down that wall yet. Okay. We don't have a key yet either. All right. But yeah, you can see you have you can get a key and you can open up this gate, as well as there's a class which I believe is the witch that allows you to turn into mist, and you can just essentially walk right through the gate. Also, these, I guess I didn't know this, require a certain weapon to be able to knock down, which is neat. I didn't know that. but I can show you this guy over here. We're gonna aggro this guy and we're gonna bring him over here, as long as he doesn't knock me down and kill me. He gives you little tips. It's not a good idea to attack some enemies with only a weapon. Use skills and traps to work for you, or possibly a quote-unquote friend could help too. This guy. See, now he turns him into stone, and I can just easily kill him, just like that. And I get XP for him and everything. It's pretty neat. And then over here, we're just gonna we have another like dungeon almost. So it's pretty neat. I mean, it has dungeons, it has leveling, it has RPG elements such as skill, talent trees, and all that. So it is a good game for you guys to check out. And I know this wasn't a very long video, but this was just kind of showing it off. I'll probably put up another video, but currently at the moment I don't have enough time. Oh look, this guy is actually standing up. Right click to control bum. Oh look, see, now we can tell him find loot. See what he does. Whoops. I always press escape. See, now he went off to find loot, I guess, so now he's gonna find his loot. You can go on over here as well, and there's zombies. There's all different types of enemies you can fight in this game. And he dropped some more loot. So let's see, do we have anything that we can equip yet? Yep, we got goggles. And as you can see on your character, you'll actually be wearing the equip items. Some of them won't display at the moment. I guess they don't have any textures for them or whatnot. But some of them do. And as you can see in the bottom left, it says sense a zombie. Or it says it senses a zombie. So it'll tell you when enemies are near pretty much. And you can see there's also little puzzle elements. I'll show you guys real quick as well before we finish this video. There's little puzzle elements where things like this where you have to stand on it and you couldn't necessarily run over because the gate closes too quick. So it'll have you use the vampiric gaze, and it'll show you a little tutorial tip why it didn't pop up for me just now, I'm not sure. Then you hit the switch, so it'll leave the gate open. And you come over here, you get rid of the zombie. And then you'll get little... See, we just got a talent point, actually. Let me show you guys that as well. So the talent trees, you essentially have utility. I'm not really sure what to call this one. Utility, defense, and offense, I guess we can call it. Offense will give you things such as more damage through, you know, specific things. Use the power of the night sky to cause more range damage. Stuff like that. Over here we have... provides extra speed while running or evading enemies with a boost to endurance. And then over here we have creates 2 additional inventory pages of space to carry more items. So this is, you know, utility will allow you, give you more inventory space and all that other stuff. We have some stuff up here like see in complete darkness and detect unseen spirit enemies, notice traps, doors unseen by mortal eyes. All the way at the top we got follow your bloodlust in a battle while deceiving the enemy's perception. Up here we've got unlock the power of the primate's fist to summon more strength against opponents, and wind wolf, let the power of the wind in the focus of the wolf quench your thirst. So it's all like neat little things. We're gonna go ahead and get the whoops, I always do that. We're gonna go ahead and grab the more inventory slots. And over here we've got a little, almost like a riddle or a clue that essentially, oh, here's the disarming as well. As you can see, the chest explodes. You can increase your dexterity, and it will allow you to have a higher chance of disarming, as well as I believe there's a disarm skill that you have to learn to actually be able to disarm stuff, and if you disarm stuff without it, then it just explodes. Or it might be a glitch and it's letting me disarm it even though I'm not allowed to. Not 100% sure, but like I said, this is a new game. So you'll get little notes here like this that'll tell you place a knife into the chest. If you don't pay attention to this and you just like to open it up and press loot all and then walk away, you're not going to know what to do. So let's go ahead and, I don't know if a dagger is going to work. Dagger didn't work. Let's see, we got our, I believe we have a knife equipped, yeah? Yes we do. Let's go ahead and take the knife. Go ahead and put the knife into there, and there you go. It opens up. What am I holding over there? Another flashlight? So it opens up a little hidden trap back here, or a hidden area back here, I'm sorry. We're going to go ahead and disarm this as well. And now we're poisoned for 27 seconds. So blocks must add up to 7. So here's another one of those little tips, things that you, if you don't pay attention to, you're not going to know what to do. So there's an ancient book. Not sure what that's going to be for. It's the first time we've gotten one of those. We got a gold ring, so we can go ahead and put the gold ring on. So it says that the blocks must be added up to 7. Now that doesn't necessarily tell us exactly what we're supposed to do, so with further investigation of the area around us, God, that sounded so neat, we can go ahead and turn these blocks and see what happens. So it says that block is set to 1 right there. So we have to essentially get all of these and add them up to 7. So we'll keep that one on 1. We'll turn this one. And there we go, we got 3 displayed by the 3 little circles. And we'll go ahead and we'll put this one on 3 as well. And I'm sure there's other ways you can do this. This is the way that I find easiest to do, or the way that I decided to do it just now. And bam, so it triggers the door, which unlocks even further into this secret area, which is the chest right here. I forgot what was in this room. I looked the wrong way and I thought there was nothing. Poisoned again. So there's the key, there's a grenade. Well, those are neat. I haven't got one of those yet. There's some more goggles. As you can see, the goggles will protect from light, which is funny and ironic because sunglasses protect your eyes from sunlight. Oh, Schizo, you're hilarious. So as you can see, you got to read the stats. There's items that have stats on them. There's items that you have to identify as well. I wonder if you put these. How do you? Whoa! No, I didn't want to do that. So let's see how these work. Let's mess around with these real quick. Press 6. Oh, it throws a grenade. That's probably not a good idea to be standing next to that. So that was pretty neat. Let's go see if we can find a zombie to blow up real quick. Oh, we're out of stamina completely. Why is that? Oh, the poison maybe? The poison drainer. Alright, let's see. Let's get rid of that. So you can see there's lots of tutorials that will continuously help you. So if you ever forget something or you get stuck, you know, it'll tell you what's going on. And let's see, we got character. Let's go ahead and put some more into strength. Actually, let's go ahead and read these real quick for you guys, just so you guys know. Strength determines weapon and item use and attack max, meaning that the higher the item level is, it's probably going to require higher strength to equip. So you always want to level that up regardless of what class you are so that you can actually equip the armor and items that you find. Dexterity determines chance for hit and lockpick, disarm success, etc. It determines magic power and life force, essentially how much magic damage you do. Vitality determines endurance and max health. Excuse me again. Determines endurance and max health, which is how quickly your stamina regenerates or how much stamina you have. And obviously max health is pretty self-explanatory. Intelligence determines identify, hacking, decipher, and talent points, meaning that every time you level up you have a slight chance to gain a talent point. You don't actually gain a talent point every time you level up, which is very neat because it makes intelligence a useful stat point for every class or whatnot. So, and it makes it neat because you can't just get a talent point for every single level and then fill up your talent trees all the way, you know. And then persuasion determines speech, prices, bluff, and dialogue options. So you'll get more dialogue options, much like Skyrim and Fallout. Couldn't think of it. Skyrim and Fallout. So that's always a good one if you want to get lower prices from Sarah and whatnot like that. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to stick to the strength and more vitality. Go ahead and close out of this. And now let's go find a zombie to explode. Oh look, there's a zombie right there. Bam! Wow, that did a lot of damage. Did a lot more damage than I thought it was going to do. Awesome. And now one more quick thing. Oh, look at that. We got some pants. So we can actually go ahead and equip these pants. And like I was saying before, not all of the items have, you know, their own little textures and whatnot for you to realize what's going on here. So the black pants or the pants are black right now. Let's go ahead and take them off. My pants are still black and look the same. So I'm sure that'll change later on once the game gets more, you know, work done on it and progresses more. And I'm hitting it with a flashlight. I don't think this is going to work. Maybe I'll just throw another grenade at it. Bam. Did a bunch of damage. My health is low now as well. We're going to pick up... Oh. No weapon equip. Press I to equip a weapon. Do that. I forgot my knife in the other one, but that's alright. Let's go ahead and see what we get from that. It was glitched into the ground. So you just press G. Currently there are lots of bugs because it's still in beta right now. There are bugs. If anything item-wise gets stuck in the ground, you can just press G and it'll pick up things in your area. Whoops. We're going to go ahead and over here and activate this switch. It's going to be swinging away. I'm going to go ahead and go in here, disarm this. Boom, take a bunch of damage. We got some more leather pants, got some emeralds. There's a crafting system in this as well, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I think there is. As well as there's little hidden things like this, which come in here, you push the button. And now we have dark zombies. I believe this is the first time you encounter a dark zombie. Oh, stunned me. There's our special attack. There we go. Get out of the fragment, and let's go ahead and get out of here. So there's little hidden rooms like that you have to destroy, as well as you have to pay attention to what it prompts you on screen. For some reason right now it's telling me to press E, but as you can hear, that is not true. That actually just recently happened. So if you are watching the video right now, Bill, if I may call you that, or developer of this lovely game, this isn't I don't believe this is a glitch with the game. It might have been. I might have accidentally pressed something that changed this. It was displaying G before, so that's how I know to press G. But yeah, so there's little hidden things like this, and this is, you'll notice here that this is actually where a quest item is. That second guy that I talked to, that's the quest item for him. So not all quests are going to show you, they'll show you where to go, but not all of them are going to tell you, oh, it's up here on this ledge. So there's a lot of looking around to do as well, which is pretty neat. It adds a cool little twist on it. Let's go ahead and get rid of this zombie. MLG status. Look at that, you're dead. Lifeless zombie. Oh, did I get it? No, I didn't get it. I didn't pick it up. Wolf claw nail taken. So, but yeah, like I was saying, I don't know if there's crafting. I believe there is. I mean, a lot of these things lead me to believe that there's crafting, but I'm not 100% sure. You get a lot of items for stuff like that. So let's go over here and turn. Whoop! That wolf respawn. And I don't think things always respawn. I think they just sometimes respawn. I'm not sure though. Look at that. We got wolf fur for the other girl, and we got his jewels. Is this your bag?
Since you helped me out,
sure.
There you go. Behind me.
Right there. Thanks. Awesome. So this is your secret room spell, essentially. I'm gonna go ahead and press this, and right here we get the door glowing, so it indicates that there's a secret wall back here. You can turn it off, adjust your eyes back to normal, and you can proceed. Once more, go up here and get the lever, and that opens up a secret door, as well as the lever right here. We'll open up this secret door. So we want to make sure to, here's another one of these traps I was showing you. That one shoots a little fire, spark, or ball. Let's just see exactly how much damage it does. I don't know if this is going to kill me. Hopefully it doesn't, but let's see. That killed me. So, there you have it, guys. I guess I'll just go ahead and end it right here. This is a very, very neat game, like I said. It looks like it has a lot of potential. Obviously, it's very early on. It is still in beta, so you have to take that into account if you're going to comment down below and say, oh, well, this game's got bad voice acting, or oh, this game's got bad character modeling, or whatever. It's in beta. You should understand that almost every game that goes through beta or alpha or a demo version or, you know, is being worked on can always improve and can always change, and that's why the developer reached out to me to record a video, one, to show people the game, and to get more people's opinions on it as well as my own. So if you guys would like to check out the game, I'll leave a link in the description below. I'm going to actually check with him first to see if he wants me to share the link so that other people can download the demo, because I'm not sure. I didn't ask him. I'm going to go ahead and ask him first, so if the link to the game is not up yet, then don't worry, it will probably be up unless I put an annotation up on the screen in the beginning of the video that says you can't have the demo. pretty much. Other than that, guys, please check this game out. It looks really awesome. It looks like there's a lot of potential for it, and there's a lot more of the demo to be played. I don't even know if we got to level 2. We might have got to level 2, might have got to level 3. But I've played for a while. I've gone around a lot of places. There's dungeons, there's, secret places to find, there's lots of loot to find, there's lots of monsters to fight. There's even an arena that I've come across. There's a lot of cool things to do in this game, as well as, the siring people, getting them to work for you and whatnot, and Walter's still over there finding loot. But yeah, other than that, guys, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are going to download this video, if you are going to download this game, once I put the link up, then please make sure to read all of the warnings, the tips, and stuff, like the support, basically, if you're having issues installing the game or saving the game, whatnot, before harassing the developer and all this other stuff, because he puts a lot of work. I can tell he puts a lot of work into making this game and creating his website and making sure that there's enough tutorial stuff everywhere so people know what to do without having to ask so many questions. And if it comes down to you having to ask a question, then feel free to ask a question. I'm sure he's more than fine with you asking a question. There's also forums you can post in and all that. But please do make sure to first read everything on the website and all the tips and hints and warnings and stuff that he has set up over there. But yes, guys, I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.